Okay, so if you're watching this on my profile, what's up, friends, Facebook fam? How you doing?
What's up, guys?
If you're watching on Karen's profile, hey, wherever you
Hey.
are, we're in Karen's new office. This is cool. We got the whole Nicaragua in the background. Very cool. And guys, if you're watching this from the Digital Lazy Hacker community, what's going on?
We're like super active. We're getting pretty active because we are working on really cool stuff. Today we're going to talk about the mastermind, but be expecting this week talk a little bit. Are we going to start talking a little bit about the stuff that we're doing? Okay, because November is here. I mean, this is the end of the year already.
This is it, guys. This is
nuts.
We got some really cool stuff going on. We're going to talk about one thing today. We came on here live, and we're going to be talking about the operations mastermind, okay? This is mastering teams, people, and systems to grow your agency, modeled after the success at Height Digital, Inc. 5000, 858, I believe, on the Inc. 5000 list.
868, yeah.
868.
Yeah.
And a multi-8-figure agency team of 200 and growing members. Guys, this is freaking awesome. I'm going to share with you and pull back the curtain on everything that's going on behind the scenes that you don't see, and also that you're not going to get from the coaches coaching on the stuff, because they probably haven't done that, right? I mean, let's just be real,
I think we should share what it is in case somebody hasn't seen that yet. So the mastermind's going to be focused. Well, actually, let me do a little bit of a background. Why are we doing this mastermind? So at the end of the day, JC and I, when we were starting Height, there were so many things that we didn't know. Man, it's kind of hard to go into and find a coach or whatever to try to help us to do a franchise. I mean, I don't know how many franchises do you see in digital marketing? Probably very few. I think we're one of the two if there's another one, right? So for us, finding that knowledge and being proactive and intentional about being in the best rooms was top of the line for us, right? It was just the thing that we needed to do to make sure that we asked the right questions that we didn't even know that we had. And that's part of just being in the right rooms. So that's why we started this mastermind. If you see anything about the events that we do, it's actually not about people learning from us, which is, I think, very different from most masterminds that you have, the people that are organizing, we come to teach you, right? Here, we're probably as much as everybody else, if not even more, just students, right? We try to get the best speakers in there. This time specifically, we're going to talk about operations. So a little bit different, because I feel like just having 200 teammates, being able to hit the Inc. 5000 list, and moving from a white label model to a franchise model, and just the growth that we've had with starting, 2 years ago, the franchise model, and we're at 25 locations right now. I feel like it gives us a little bit of qualifications there to talk about our processes and just our product and how we're doing this. And so we're going to talk a little bit more than we normally do in our masterminds, right? And we have some amazing people. You want to talk about them?
Yeah. So we have. Do you want to pull up the site? So it's masterhackers.org.
So we're going to share the screen right now, Josh, if you want. And we can share, just the funnel. So if you haven't seen it, it's mastermind.masterhackers.org. And we're going to go through the funnel, and Josh is going to help us out, since we're far away, to help us out to go through it and slowly. We forgot to get the computer here.
Guys, while we're pulling that up, I just want to talk about, I love how, when you go to other events, other masterminds, there's usually some sort of a focus on one specific thing. And although it's good to focus on stuff like that, at one at a time, if that's all you're getting, that one trick pony, it's not always the best. Okay, so what's awesome is we're over here humble enough, like she had said, to know that, hey, we don't know everything. Okay, so as a student right alongside you, it's very important for us to pull the best type of talent, the best speakers, and the best community of other agency owners that we could possibly find. Okay, ready?
Okay. We are doing it. We're already sharing.
We're already sharing.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Oh, let me pull up the site on my phone.
So something that I was going to say, and if you go to the speakers list there, Josh, you'll see that the sessions that we have today, especially if you go to the agenda on your own, just go check mastermind.masterhackers.org. You're going to have from teams, so how do we go about creating structures that will help our teams to scale, right? So the training, how do we QA? I think QA is a big one. We did a live this past week on why QA is so relevant for us. We implemented it this year, and it has made an increase in terms of quality product, how we're measuring product today, a 10% increase, which is amazing for us, right? So how do we train our teams? What processes do we have, right? So like, how are we making sure that our systems are telling our team exactly what they need to do, and we're sort of supporting our managers too. We have a hierarchy at Height, right? If we want to get to 1,000 team members, which is our crazy, scary goal that we have for, I think we're planning to like hit it in 2027, the way that things are going today. I mean, we need to have processes set in stone, and we're coming to share with you guys what our processes are today, how we're doing them. Like, it's just, like, I feel like that's the type of stuff that if you were to join any mastermind, it would be for that one thing, and you're going to get it in one mastermind.
Oh yeah. Okay, so without further ado, scroll down to the event agenda, and I'm going to walk you through kind of what we got going on. Okay, so day 1, 8 a.m., we always start with a nice solid breakfast, and of course, our favorite and our coach, our leadership and personal development coach, Jose Bolaños, managing the potential of the present moment. Okay, and we always love to start all of our masterminds with Jose's talks. Really, it serves honestly as a great pattern interrupt and gets you in the right mindset from your normal day-to-day, right?
And if we feel like it, we might do an ice bath. I don't know. I'm still considering it.
Maybe. I mean, it's Texas, right? Depending on the weather.
Depending on the weather, we might do.
I'm pretty sure it like rained, snowed, and was like 100 degrees on Christmas Day like last year. I don't remember. Anyway, so the next one, next up is going to be Vinny Fisher, Formation and Legal. And that's super important stuff, guys. For operations for your agency, you want to make sure you have the foundation set up right. And the guy's phenomenal with this stuff.
I was going to say, some of the stuff that we've talked with him about, like since TCS, about even Height and how we're continuing to structure things and thinking about the future, has been like, it has been incredible to like be able to like just bounce ideas with somebody that has sold companies for $50 million and plus, that has been in the Inc. 5000 list for like several years in a row, and just having that knowledge of how to support agencies in this journey and how to set it up the right way, I think it's just so valuable. So guys, if you're not getting this type of information already from a mastermind that you're in, and if you're not in a mastermind already, I highly suggest to, if it's not us, get near to somebody.
It doesn't have to be us.
It doesn't have to be us. It's just, I highly recommend it because it allows you to feel less lost, I guess, in this journey, because it's so unpredictable and crazy. But it also allows us to have less stress about figuring out the solutions that we need for our business.
Yeah, and like we said, it's not for everybody. And I know personally, I've said that on probably every conversation, every call that I've ever been on with somebody interested about joining, as well as our team shares that type of, that type of mindset, because we aren't trying to grow this to the moon. We want the right people and the right community right there alongside with us. And in doing that, we get back and serve with getting and reinvesting back into the community with sourcing top talent for these events. Okay, next up is going to be with is Augustina doing this next one? The SEO, PPC, and Facebook processes that we use today at Heights.
Yeah.
Helping to manage hundreds of clients.
So we are bringing our COO straight from Height and pushing her to like share everything that she's learned in growing our agency together, not having any background as a digital marketer before, not having any background in scaling businesses like the way that we have. And so what that process went for her, like what are some of the things that, I wish I had done this before I went into 10, into like 100 team members, into like 10 franchisees, all this stuff that you only learn by doing. She's going to come and share that with us.
Yep. And after that, we have lunch. We feed you guys, I promise. Okay? Good food. Okay, wait. Hold on.
I'm very big. We're going to talk about this because I am like so big on food. I am like the most hangry person you've met. If I don't get my food at 11:50 ready to eat, we'll take care of you. No, don't worry. This is like the South.
Amazing food. Somehow it's magically gotten better like every single time. Okay. And I'm sure there's some really good food out there in Dallas, Texas. I know.
Yep.
Okay, so next is going to be up with Karen and Tom Pierce, leading your business in growth and impact.
Yeah. Like the workshop that we're needing to first off, just make sure that we end up the year in the right mindset, with intention, just being able to understand, okay, what are the goals that we want to accomplish for next year? How do I need to provide the tools and support for my team to be able to support me as well in getting these goals done? And so understanding how to manage people, how to become a better leader, having that plan. So like the goal with Tom and Karen is like at this mastermind, in that workshop, I want everybody, all the agencies that are coming to work with us, to have that plan so they can just go back to their homes and to their agencies and just say, hey guys, I just spent 2 amazing days with all these crazy people, and this is what we came up with. This is what we're going to implement for 2023. Can you imagine having that clarity? Yeah. That's what we're going for.
Speaking of people, this is one of the biggest pieces of feedback that we get from the masterminds. It's that the members in the community get to engage with the other members in the community. Because I mean, when you join a group, a community like this, half of the value is going to be from the speakers and from the group leaders and whatever resources are being delivered,
Yeah.
But half of it is going to be from the other community members, right? And we know that. So we encourage you guys to reach out and connect. And especially while you're there, if there's a shy person sitting by themselves, we make sure they're introduced to everybody else. And I don't think we keep them small and tight enough to where, 50, 60 people, max. You're going to be able to meet every single person there and make a valuable, real connection with them and able to have that time there with them. And it's all people that you want to know, that you want to network, and that probably either one, you could do something for them, send them referrals, collaborate, connect, whatever, or two, they can do the same for you, okay? And we'll make sure, just based on who you are and what you do exactly, we'll make sure to help you find those people because we know everybody that's in.
I actually love that for this mastermind, we're having a lot of our members bring their operations person.
Yes.
So that is crucial because I feel like a lot of the times as entrepreneurs, we get so excited. We're like, I'm gonna go back home and I'm gonna be ready to do it. And then, oh man, I haven't set up the foundation to be able to just focus on the stuff that I have. But by being able to bring those team members that, are your right hand, the person that's really going to implement and experiencing this stuff together and going through the sessions together, being able to brainstorm even between each other, it adds another level of just interesting outcomes that you can get from just attending an event like this.
Okay, and then normally after each night, we kind of have a little get together or whatever. Nothing crazy, like we don't go all out to the club or anything like that. But it is Dallas. There's some good spots out there that we can walk to. Yeah, it's downtown Dallas this time, so it'll be cool. We can walk over to one of the food hall places, which is always fun. And then the next morning, we start again 8 a.m. 9 a.m. We're going to recap and set the tone for the day. And then we have Vinny Fisher again leading with accounting and finance. And then we have none other than Matt DeSano, who's in our Master Hackers as a member also. And he's going over the operations machine that they used to grow their white label support business that serves Go High level users to over 30,000 users. Okay, so imagine the machine that is behind that, serving that volume of people and doing it in a consistent way to where he's referred and loved and people mention him and comment all this stuff. Tons of good feedback from his customers always. Okay, and that's hard to do. I mean, we've done plenty, and I'm sure you've dealt with negative feedback or a bad review or something, or maybe one of your clients has and you've helped them get over that. But to do that for 30,000 users, that's tough.
That is,
It's going to be really cool to see that machine behind that.
That is really crazy.
The next up, we are coming back, and this is going to be another one by High Digital. I think this is your
JC, I think.
Onboarding new team members?
That's Nahuya from Australia.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait. Not onboarding. This is the step-by-step training process.
Oh, okay.
We use High Digital to onboard over 60 new members.
So that's the whole training process that we implement today at Height and how this has been changing throughout the years. It's not the same to train, 3 people because that's the growth to have to train 10 people within the month. And so how do we make sure that we are, how do I say this? That we take advantage of the digital aspects of the training without jeopardizing that relationship and that quality of culture that we want to instill within the people that are coming, right? And so this applies to our clients too, right? They understand that culture in the first few days. Same thing with our teammates, right? So we're able to really share what the values are for the company and where we see it going. So not only product, but everything that in that regard, and how we started the Growth Academy to support this specific mission.
And I will mention, like, that's over the past couple of years with the whole, all the shutdowns and stuff that has happened, transitioning to like remote and now back to in person, like at the office.
It's super tough,
like,
yeah.
That's going to affect that process. Just to be able to implement things like the Growth Academy that she's mentioned has helped really tighten the team bond and everything through all that process. So I will say that.
I'm excited. We're going to share also like our templates there. We cannot like share everything because we build everything on Salesforce, but anything that we can share, that would be provided there. And if we cannot share, we can definitely like go over it, and you can just take your notes and see how you implement it as well, and we can support you guys. That's part of our mastermind, and our members get everything.
If you plan on hiring employees, don't miss that. Okay, definitely. Okay, so the audit, up next is the audit process that has allowed us to increase product quality in 2022 by 10%. I think
QA, I'm not sure if I'm presenting. I'm gonna like just take notes and be there. But I'm excited about that one. We covered in the previous live on how important this has been for us to really. It's hard, man, to like have now like hierarchies of like manager and director and then this and that, and then to understand how everybody is, how their impact into the product, right? And so the only way to measure that is to have systems that allow you to like get that information up, so that way we can do stuff about it, right? So if it's either more training in a specific area or helping our teammates because they might be struggling on something and they're just too scared to ask. Well, guess what? With the QA process, we're able to see, okay, this person's having some issues here. Let's either go through to the training that's appropriate, and let's get into the Growth Academy to see what trainings we can continue to develop for these and future employees and team members.
And up next, we're going to have our agency onboarding process session with Galligan, and she's coming all the way from Australia over. So again, you said last time she like loves to travel, like it's like a day's worth of travel.
Yes, she loves to travel, but also she's like the most like detail oriented person I've ever met. Oh my gosh, those templates that she's going to be going over on how to onboard a client properly and her experience, with helping agencies do this, it's gonna be like I remember JC and I saw it and we were like, this is another level, So like for us to like be able to say that means a lot. So I'm excited for everybody there at Master Hackers, and then also our friend JCs get to join this type of sessions as well as part of the community. It's going to be fun.
Okay, and then our keynote speaker is Nick Vujicic, and this guy's phenomenal. If you haven't read his book, please go read it. Go watch some of his content. Like, amazing. We're super pumped about this. It's so inspiring. It's so inspiring because like I just can't imagine going through life without limbs, and just being able to share his journey with us and the inspiration and everything he's been able to accomplish thus far. Like the guy is a renowned world speaker. So I mean, like this is freaking. I mean, and to do that with all the hardships that come along with with that, like that is crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be an intimate setting. Being able to have like one-on-one time with him, just because how many, like we're going to have like the meet and greet, and just being able to go to the Mavericks game, which is right after that, he's going to the game with his family. It's just going to be an amazing experience. And like JC, like David mentioned, JC and I, when we were talking to Nick about him coming to the mastermind, the first thing that we thought was just like intention, like how can we end this year with the right mindset? And a lot of that has to do with being able to think about the future, and getting excited about it, but also being grateful for what we have today.
Yeah. And then she briefly mentioned it, but we're going to end that second day with a trip. We always do something special activity. And it's been like some sort of sports game. We're going to get a
when are we going to change that?
I don't know. Everybody it's a cool vibe.
Everybody, we love it.
Love basketball. So like
and expensive hot dogs.
Yeah, super expensive hot dogs. $20 pieces of cake and $30 hot dogs. No, but we've been to hockey games. We went to the Texas Rangers stadium. It was freaking amazing. So I'm expecting the world at this. I think it's at the American Airlines Center. Mark Cuban Stadium. So
Yeah.
Maybe he'll have
Yeah.
me there.
It's going to be, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
But anyways, guys, just go to mastermind.masterhackers.org. If you want to find out more information about our mastermind, what we're all about, please message David, JC, or myself. We'll be happy to talk to you more.
Or comment below.
And
Hashtag operations, hashtag masterminds. Dude, you have to come. Please at least check it out, because if it's not for you, we're going to let you know. If it is, and you're growing and scaling your agency, you're right fit for the community, we're going to let you know too.
Yeah.
Okay, so definitely check it out.
Awesome. Have a great day, guys. See ya.